Oh, yeah! Welcome back to the Perpendicular Mouse, violating their holes, what we all about. We're about to show you motherfuckers what we're talking about, so sit back and just relax because we got the clout. Defecating on the mic, yeah, we do that too. If you cut an old show, then I thought you knew. Realize the Brutha Zach, man, we paid our dues, so sit back and cook a brew while we do what we do.
Oh, it's so much better a cappella. Welcome into the Perpendicular Mouths.
We're back!
Violating ear holes, defecating on the microphone. My name is Zach. He, to my left or right? That's Realize.
Bah!
We go hard so you can keep it soft and silky like a Velveteen Rabbit. Oh man. It's nice to be back, Realize.
It is. It's been a while. It's been a while. I think we should explain to the people where we've been before we get into the proceedings.
Well, we are kicking it old school. We're going back to our video blog roots. No longer podcasting, at least for the time being, in the short term. But right now,
so we figure out the mechanics of how to do this.
This is where we started. So many years ago, in a small place in East LA. Now we're from different sides of the country. So why don't we just start it off like we used to do, since we're going old school? And what you think?
Well, let me tell you, first thing I'm thinking about is that you don't know where Walla Walla, Washington is located, because I'm in LA, which is the same side of the country.
Oh.
So we're not on
different sides of the country. You're on the south side. On the north side.
North and the south? Okay, you're right. You're right. You're on the north side of the country. I didn't think about it that way.
How many sides? It's like a rectangle.
There are four sides, many sides.
Yes.
Okay, well, you're fine. If you're on the north side, then it's true. But I think the people need to know we are getting married, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Not to each other.
You and I are getting married.
Not to each other, but both engaged. I'd like to let it be known, though, I was engaged first, and then he copied me. So, I'm just saying. But that said, you got a house, so when I do that, I'll be copying you.
I'm broadcasting from brand new digs from a non-finished office in Walla Walla, Washington.
Yeah, but at least you got a poster of Muhammad Ali, which is pretty sweet in and of itself.
Oh, that's not a poster. This is a signed, large card. It's like cardboard or something, but it's very large and framed and signed.
Well, that's nice because then you can also break dance on it.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I invite all my b-boy friends and we get down.
Well, let me tell you though. I mean, now that you asked, so what I'm thinking, the truth is, shit's so crazy recently that I think this is a nice respite. I think that's the word of the day. Respite. Respite from all of the political rigmarole. That's the second word. Of the day.
No, that's not.
Respite from the rigmarole, where we can just kind of let loose and relax and have a little fun for a while during the nice time. Hashtag nice time.
Well, for those of us who are watching it live, why don't we jump right into the Kavanaugh hearings? What was your opinion?
Oh, no. But I would like to know, though.
We're not going to talk about any of that stuff. You know what we're going to talk about today?
What's that?
You don't know? You were in the meetings.
I do. I helped with the rundown, but they don't know.
Today, we are going to find out who is the greatest West of all time.
The greatest West of all time.
That includes all the Wests. Every West you can ever think of is on the list. But before we get to our fantastic list, why don't we talk about those Wests that did not make it?
The West that didn't make it. This is an important list. First off, you got Western Europe. Western Europe did not make the cut. I think that includes Germany, which I feel like that's not even West. That's North Side Europe. You got yourself some France.
Wait a second. Wait, do you think Germany's the North?
Yeah, well, it's not Scandinavia, but it's kind of like in a little bit north of the middle-ish area. Yeah.
Like the middle? So anything north of the middle of Europe. I don't even think it's north of the middle of Europe.
I think it's around north of the middle, because isn't dead smack middle Switzerland or something like that?
No,
like right in the middle of the whole thing.
Man.
No, that's north. That's
Switzerland. Switzerland. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Look, here's the thing. We're American. We don't know geography, man.
No, I kind of know. I was going to go once, and then I didn't. I know when I think West, I think of the UK. So what's that? You got yourself.
That's north.
No, that's not north. That's Scandinavia.
That's northwest.
When I'm thinking, okay, fine. When I'm thinking of Northwest, I'm thinking of the little islands, got Ireland and Scotland next to it. Britain and France, mainly. When I think of
south of that, but yes.
When I think of Southern Europe, isn't that like Italy, Greece, and Spain?
Yeah. That's the south. Mexico. And then I think just above that is, they got Spain and Portugal over there, and then I think it's Germany right there, right?
It's kind of right. It's kind of over there, which is one thing.
And then it's like France is above that. I guess it's middle-ish. South
and then Eastern Europe is where the monsters are, and vampire used to live in castles, and it's scary, and it's probably got more body odor.
But you can't call them monsters.
Really unattractive.
You can't call the Eastern European people monsters. That's really.
I'm not saying Eastern European. I'm calling Eastern European monsters. But regardless, Western Europe, you don't make the cut. You know who else didn't make the cut? West Africa. Now, I'm sure West Africa is pretty cool, but I don't even know what countries are.
Any country in West Africa. Go ahead. Any country.
West Africa. It's a continent.
Yeah, any country in West Africa.
I don't know those countries. I know that the eastern part of Africa, they talk about Egypt, right?
What?
Egypt is like over kind of in the top. Huh?
Yeah, it's up in the corner, yeah.
Right. And then like over to the far right, you got yourself like Somalia, that's over there by the water. And that's about it. I don't know the rest. The whole bottom half they call South Africa. I don't know. Regardless, West Africa, sorry, didn't make the cut. You know what else? West Indies. I don't even know when West Indies is.
Then why is it on the list?
Well, it's on the also rans. It's on the doo-doo list. It did not make it. Isn't that what Columbus was trying to find?
Columbus was looking for the West Indies, right?
Right, and he accidentally
West
ran
India?
No, West Indies. No, see.
I know, but he called the Indians, the Native Americans, Indians.
So maybe he thought it was the Indians? Really?
The West
I don't
India?
know. I don't know, which is why. Not on the list. Not on the list. You know what else, Wesley Snipes. Not on the list.
He's not West. He's a West.
That's right. Tribe Called Quest. Not on the list. Sounds like West.
They have a West. They have a West. I'll allow it.
No, didn't make the list. That's a U. It's a Quest. It's not a West. It sounds like a West, but it doesn't make the cut. You know, Wild Wild West by Will Smith. And also, Philadelphia. Both not on the list. Next Nick.
But what about the actual Wild Wild West? Like Billy the Kid.
Not on the list. Not on the list. No, we're close, but we'll get into what it is. And you know what, finally, and maybe most importantly, West Wombs, which is where people with speech impediments go number 2. Not on the list.
Now that we've covered West Wombs, why don't we move on to the people and places and things that did make the list. This is a list full of nouns right here. And we're going to start as we always do with our playing game. That playing game has to do with Westeros versus Westworld. I think these are HBO things, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They are. Westeros is the land Game of Thrones takes place in. So essentially, you're talking about the Game of Thrones universe versus Westworld, which is the I think it's got to be the future. Although if you watch the show, it depends if we're talking about the actual place Westworld or if we're talking about the show Westworld, because the show Westworld goes back and forth through time.
No, Westworld is the one with Kevin Costner where he swims around and has
whoa. That's the greatest water all time, and that also wouldn't have made the list. So no, Westworld is the one where it's like cyborgs, but they have different lands. So Westworld is a Western themed. They call it a paradise, but really, guess what they do is like kill and rape people. So
now, do you watch Westworld?
I do. I watch both of those shows. They're great.
I heard the first season was fantastic, and then the rest of it was terrible.
No, those, you know who said to you? Dumb people. You hang out with a bunch of dummies because it's really kind of hard to keep up. Pay attention.
I don't associate with people that watch Westworld.
Yeah, but you hang out with a bunch of dummies. I mean, that's just kind of.
I don't know anybody here.
Well, then who told you it's not good?
I'm very lonely. The internet.
Okay, well, you look it, but I'm just saying. Then who told you that the internet? Don't listen to the internet. The internet doesn't know what they're talking about.
The internet knows everything.
Overrated. Okay, but I'm just telling you, Westworld is they're just raping and murdering, and the cyborgs are becoming self-cognizant. What is it when you have an sentient?
Sentient?
Yeah, they're doing that, and they're trying to start to kill their makers. So that versus
why do I want to watch this?
a lot of boobs.
Oh, see, now you sold me.
A lot.
All right. Well, that's 1 point for Westworld. What about Westeros? What about the land of Westeros?
Also a lot of boobs, but also dick. A lot of dick. Now, don't get me wrong.
2 points for Westeros. Then.
There's dick in Westworld too. HBO loves.
They love the dick.
And
but you know what they don't love? They don't love boxing because they dropped boxing. So screw HBO.
Good point.
All right. Well, let's do it this way. Which show is better?
They're both very good. I'm a fan of both, but Game of Thrones has had a longer run. Plus, it had a book series that's very good. Shout out to George R.R. Martin. That's where I get Eric Aaron from. Enough of these damn memes from Key and Peele, you guys. Get on my level. And
I bet your name was Realize. What are you even talking about?
Yeah, but it said, you know what? You're right. Hold on. Let's fix this. Okay. So
are you actually fixing your thing? Okay. Yeah, make sure your thing is correct.
Look at yours too. Do we need this? Let's get rid of that. Boom, look at
it. Make mine say Realize.
I wish I could, but I can't. You know what though? I'm going to have to say I'm going to give it to Westeros because Westworld was like a bad 70s movie. I'm trying to remember who made it. It was someone pretty good, you know, but I'm going to vote on this one for Westeros.
Westeros? Is it because there's more boobs? Be honest.
There's a lot of boobs, man. In longer run, so that is more boobs, yeah.
Well then, Westeros moves on.
Nice.
And it will move on to take on the next.
You don't have your soundboard, so are you going to make the sound with your mouth every time you win, or no? We're just not making sounds now. That's all I want. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
That's enough.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cross off Westworld because I got a fancy list here and a big marker. So Westworld is out. Westworld's gone.
Gone.
So Westeros now moves on to face the next West, the NBA Western Conference.
Oh wow.
Now we've known for a lot of years the NBA Western Conference is the varsity conference, and the Eastern Conference where LeBron lived was the JV conference, and that's why LeBron made it to how many 9 straight finals? Is that what it was?
Maybe.
Which is good job. Yes, the NBA Western Conference has been on top for years, and now LeBron in the West, so it's even heavier.
That's what I want to know. How do you even spell conference? I gotta look over here.
How do you spell conference? Is that what you just asked?
Yeah, it's with an E. Too late. The internet is faster than you.
Did you think it was C-O-N France?
There's an A in there.
Where?
I thought that
France? Like conference, like the Western European
conference. Like I thought it was conference, but it's
like the Western European country, France.
I'm just saying. All right, look, I'm not.
You're American. Look, people can't judge us for being American. We're American. We can't help that.
It's fair.
Yeah, we can't spell or know geography.
Look, you're making nothing but good points.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got to say about the NBA Western Conference.
Yeah.
Anything?
Talk about the NBA Western Conference.
All right, then fine. The NBA Western Conference is not only the superior conference in the NBA, it's possibly at its apex ever. I mean, you got the super team up in Golden State. You got the Lakers with LeBron James for the first year. Who else we got over here? We got the Rockets, with Carmelo over here now. There's a bunch of good teams. Utah, I'm not even talking about Utah. Utah's really good. That guy, what's the name? Spider. What do they call that kid?
Spider.
Yeah. He's pretty much like a young Dwayne Wade. Mitchell. Spider Mitchell. He's pretty good in Utah. Don't sleep on Utah.
I never sleep on Utah. Yeah. Nor do I sleep in Utah.
Fair enough. But even just with Golden State and the Lakers and the Rockets, and the Thunder. I mean,
the Lakers aren't that good yet.
Huh?
The Lakers aren't that good yet.
Lakers haven't played a game yet. What are you talking about? You can't be
I mean, it's from a talent standpoint, they're not that good yet. They have LeBron, but
get out of here.
Who's their second best player? Ingram?
Yeah.
He hasn't really shown a whole lot yet.
Dude, it's his 3rd year. He's like 21. He just turned 21.
I know. Yeah, he's super young, but that's what I'm saying. He's still developing.
Do you remember when the Thunder first got like Russell, what's his face?
Kevin Durant, James Harden.
And Harden. They weren't that good at first. In fact, I think they lost like a shitload of games in the beginning. And now look at them, man. Like they're all recent MVPs. So I think we're similarly stacked. They're just super young. But now they're going to learn from LeBron. I like Mud. What do you know about Mud?
Ingram's not a future MVP. Let's say that right now.
Oh, you're wrong.
Lonzo Ball, he's a good player, but he's not a future MVP. So,
you're wrong.
Good pieces, but there's still a year or two.
What? You're allowed to be wrong, you know?
Wrong about, wait, which part am I wrong about?
About them not being future MVPs. But that's not even here
Ingram and Ball? You think Ingram and Ball are future MVPs? Have you seen them play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big holes in each of their games.
Huh?
Big holes in each of their games. Future MVPs don't have those big holes.
I mean, they're super young. But I think you're getting caught up in the minutia here. This is not the Lakers versus Westeros. It's the entire damn Western Conference.
Yeah. Well, okay. Who would win in a game of 5-on-5? Westeros or the Western Conference?
I'm going to have to go with the NBA Western Conference in 5-on-5.
Which has more boobs? Westeros or the NBA Western Conference?
Definitely Westeros.
Okay.
Now here, how about this? Who would win in a medieval battle? The NBA Western Conference or the armies of Westeros?
Okay. I don't know. Who would it be?
I'm asking you.
Aren't there a lot of people in Westeros?
I'm sorry?
Are there a lot of people in Westeros?
There are lots. Hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands.
I think you have to go with Westeros then, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
That's 2 out of 3. They win in boobs and armies. The NBA Western Conference wins in basketball. That's good for them.
Right.
Okay. But I guess we have to go with Westeros. I guess Westeros takes out the NBA Western Conference. Can you do a horn?
I did. I just sounded my horn.
Oh, there you go. So, you know, the audio, here's a big drawback of doing it this way. The audio, I think when we talk over one another, rough.
Well, then why don't you start talking about
it? It is, as my dog says, rough.
Yeah. All right. So what do we got next?
Westeros will move on to face the next West on the list. Westerns.
Westerns.
Now, these are not urns of the West. These are Western movies. The John Waynes, the Clint Eastwood, who's in Westerns, right?
Yeah, he was.
All that kind of stuff. Well, tell me about the Westerns.
I'm going to tell you about my favorite Westerns.
Which one?
I like Tombstone. You like Tombstone?
Tombstone's a fantastic movie.
I like Unforgiven.
Mm-hmm.
Seen that Unforgiven?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty much done. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I was just going to say, what about like the classic Good, Bad, and the Ugly?
I was going to say, honestly.
And like the old John Wayne stuff. You never watched the old John Wayne?
I've seen it. No, I've seen some of that stuff. High Noon is really good. That's an old one. That's like someone's dad. I can't think whose dad exactly, but, you know, it's pretty decent.
Is it like John Wayne's son's dad?
No, like Clark Wayne? No, but it's someone's like now an actor. And it's probably not the son. It's probably.
Do you think he named his son Bruce? Is that possible?
No.
You don't think John Wayne has a son named Bruce Wayne?
Totally impossible.
He'd be very rich, just like Bruce Wayne.
Garbage. Muff cabbage. Yeah, you know, Western seems dirty. You get dysentery. I think it would smell like horse poop. I think you'd be very unclean.
And it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. We brought up the Wild Wild West earlier. We said the Wild Wild West did not make the list. This is sort of a fake incarnation of the Wild Wild West, right?
Ooh, excellent point.
Except most of them were filmed in Italy.
Ooh, which is also a bonus.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do you have Westerns filmed in Italy?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they call them spaghetti Westerns. Did you know that? That's a fun fact.
I did. Yeah. No, that's a great point because, okay, so Westeros, we're not talking about Game of Thrones, which is fake. We're talking about that dysentery-filled world of dead bodies and plague and war. That's what Westeros is. There's a Game of Thrones happening in Westeros.
See, and no, I thought you were talking about the Wild Wild West. Dead bodies, dysentery.
I know, but you made an excellent point because you said we're not talking about the Wild Wild West. We're talking about Western movies. That's fake. They're acting. They're in a studio. They have craft services, man. You know, it's really great. They go to their trailer. You know, it's
now,
not.
Are you implying that Westeros is an actual place?
I'm saying as the way it's been defined in this battle, between Westeros and Westerns, yeah, we're talking about Westeros as the place of Westeros, not just the show Game of Thrones. And Westerns, we're talking about Westerns as far as TV and movie and film and literature, not the actual Wild West. So if we're looking at it that way, I think you got to go Westerns. It just seems cleaner. You got to sleep in a real bed.
Westerns are cleaner, and so that's why they win.
Yeah, it doesn't stink. Westeros would stink.
I don't know how to respond to that. So why don't I just say that Westerns win and Westeros gets bumped? Westeros is out. Cross them off.
My horn was superior to your horn. Do you have any other sounds in celebration?
Uh,
I'll take it. It's pretty good. Strong.
All right, good. All right, Westerns will move on. Westerns will move on to face Mae West.
Oh, wow.
Do you know who Mae West is?
I kind of know who Mae West is.
Mae West?
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is what I know about Mae West, okay? She may have been the original sex symbol of film. She came from vaudeville. She was born in like the late 1800s.
Hang on a second. Didn't we start with you saying, I might know a little bit about Mae West, and now you're rattling off her CV. It's pretty impressive.
I mean, I'll tell you what I know. Look, you'll see there are major holes in my game. Okay, she was born in the late 1800s. She was like the first sex symbol in film. She came from vaudeville times. 5-foot blonde lady. I don't know if she's really blonde, but she was a platinum blonde. She had big eyes. I'm not sure if she's the one who said, "Why don't you come up and see me sometime?" That might not have been her, but
so you may or may not have some information about her.
She was like a really early sex pot, but beyond that, she was an actress, a writer. I don't know if she produced. She did something else though. She was like a triple threat.
I don't think they allowed women to produce in those days, right?
Probably not. So she was an actress. She was a writer. She was writing screenplays.
Yeah,
and she did something else.
She wrote a lot of regular stage plays too.
Right. So what else do you do back then? You act, you write, you're a triple threat. What else do you do?
Dance, sing.
I'm sure she did all that. That's a quadruple threat.
Wouldn't that be quintuple?
And she might have been a quintuple threat, but we don't know the fifth. So let's not go too far. Okay.
Well, she was one of those. She was like Marilyn Monroe before Marilyn Monroe, right?
She started the whole blonde bombshell in films trend. And you know what they say used to make a movie star? Back in the day, before social media and before we had 200 TV channels and stuff, the only time you would see these people generally was either on the big screen or at the Academy Awards or one of these big shows where they're all glamorous. Besides that, they were just gone. They tried to be. I don't know if they really had paparazzi like they do now. So it was like they're literally larger than life. Where now, they got the paparazzi and everything following them around. You get to see these people are just like fuck ups. They're terrible.
Well, there was. I mean, there wasn't paparazzi, but there was. There was a lot of scandal back in the 50s, and the glitz and glamour followed. There was definitely scandal and affairs and those sorts of things, and there was not like it is today. But they were definitely at an arm's distance, as opposed to on your phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So one thing that I like about Mae West is that she, as Mae West, was also in the movie Go West, Young Man, which also has the word West in the title. That's pretty impressive.
Like an inception. It's a Western inception.
Yeah, it's West. It's West inside of West, which is pretty impressive.
West in West.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: was Go West, Young Man a Western?
Oh wow! I bet it is.
Maybe it is.
I'm assuming it is. And if it is a Western,
now they say go west, they must be going across the Western United States.
You must be going west.
Going west.
If you're
west.
Wow.
Trip west. Talk about a triple threat. Talk about your triple threat.
I think it's clear. I mean,
Mae West. All right. What sound do you have? Go ahead. Mae West wins.
How about this one? How about that?
I think that's probably the best sound I've ever heard in my life. I think that was really, really impressive.
There you go. Mae West.
Mae West moves on, and she will face a big contender, the West Coast.
The West Coast? The entire...
West Coast is the best coast.
Wow.
West Side.
Hey?
West Side. What do you know about the West Coast?
I know I love it. I know LA is over here. The Pacific Northwest is on the West Coast. San Francisco.
I'm a few hours from the coast now, but
Portland's here. What about this? Are Western bacon cheeseburgers on this list?
No. They probably should have been.
Do they make the cut? Western bacon cheeseburgers?
It has nothing to do with the West Coast.
Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. West Coast. Okay, so you got West Coast hip hop. You got Hollywood. You got Disneyland. You got the Pacific Ocean. You got Hawaii. Does Hawaii count as the West Coast?
No, I believe that's
right.
I think it's only the contiguous 48, the west side of
the coast. It's the actual coast.
Yeah.
Things along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
You got Hertz
Beaches.
Magic Castle. What do you know about that?
The Magic Castle's fun. I've been to the Magic Castle. I said we went together. It was fantastic.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is it the Hearst
Castle?
Yeah.
Hearst Castle, I've never been there, but I hear it's nice.
Yeah. It's very big and fancy.
That's what she said.
Well, you got a lot of stuff on the West Coast too. What else you got over here? You got
Seattle. Seattle's over on the West Coast.
So you got a Space Needle. You got pretty women from all over the rest of the country that move here because they're trying to be models and actresses.
That's true. You have some of the most beautiful people in the world in Southern California, San Diego, and all of that. Yeah. And
you get some of the ugliest on the East Coast.
And that's very true. Which is pretty much the entire East Coast. Really, really ugly.
It's not their fault. It's cold.
Yeah.
You got to grow your ugly out to stay warm. Let me see what else. West Coast hip hop. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac.
Nowadays you got Kendrick Lamar.
You know
everything coming out of Oakland.
See, this is one thing, right? E40.
Too short.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got the Far Side.
You got Macklemore up in Seattle.
Is that true?
Yeah.
All right, well then give it to Mae West.
That was not bad. I like the thrift shop song.
No, I'm not hating that.
My little sister got to dance with him at Pacific Northwest Ballet. You have fantastic ballet at P&B.
It's definitely that's white people rap. Like Eminem wasn't rap for white people. Macklemore is.
I'm not. Look, we don't have to debate the merits of Macklemore as an MC. I'm just
okay. All right. Well, okay. So
we have a lot of hipster rappers up in Portland. Does that help?
But Portlandia is a good show.
Portlandia is a fantastic show.
Right.
And,
so
and by the way, I think I've been to Portland for a handful of hours, and I think it really encapsulates exactly what Portland's about.
Yeah. No, I agree. So with Mae West, you had a West in a West about the West.
That's pretty sweet. That's tough to beat.
With the West Coast, I think we've rattled off maybe at least 20 West Coast points of not just emphasis, but points of give me a word, man.
Westitude.
I could have said it better myself. So I think my vote is for the West Coast.
I think perhaps we're slightly biased being West Coast people, but I damn sure agree. The West Coast beats Mae West any day of the week. And let me give a sound.
Oh, good, strong.
West Coast.
Yeah, man. We didn't even talk about the weather, which might be the best factor.
The weather in Southern California is fantastic. The weather in Northern California,
Washington,
the weather in Seattle.
It's been raining nonstop. Oh, the summers though. Wait till the summer up there. are gorgeous, man, because that's when everything turns green.
Summers in Seattle?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
In Washington.
Well, Washington in general. I mean, well, where I am, it gets a little bit hot, but yeah. I mean, it's only 2 months. Summer's 2 months.
Oh,
the rest of the time is beautiful.
You're kind of closer to Boise, Idaho, huh?
Me? Nah, I'm 5 hours from Boise, 5 hours from Seattle. So.
And how many hours from Portland?
5.
Wow. Okay, so West Coast against what?
Who is it? West Coast? West Coast is going up against.
Really quick? Can I just interject? In LA, you're 5 hours from everything, no matter how close it is.
That's true. That's true. It used to be 20 minutes because so many transplants have now moved into LA. The joke is no longer 20 minutes; it's now 5 hours.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself. West Coast moves on, and it will face Dr. Cornel West.
Wow. Okay. How do I spell Cornel? Cornel?
I have no idea because I don't know who this is.
Okay. Well, let's see what Wikipedia has to say about it.
I am not an intelligent person, nor am I a woke person, nor am I somebody who looks at administrators or the intelligentsia. Okay.
Well, before I even look at Wikipedia, I'll do the same thing, and I'll try to tell you what I do know about Dr. Cornel West.
He's a doctor.
He's black. He's black.
Oh.
He's really smart.
Oh, I thought you were going to say black because that's racist.
What is?
Keep going.
What's racist?
Keep going.
Mentioning someone's race? Mentioning someone's race is racist?
Well, no.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything derogatory. In fact, I'm saying he's amazing. And that's one of the first things I know about him. He has a big afro. He rocks a big afro. He's an older guy. I think he was a professor at like Stanford, Princeton, Yale, Pepperdine. He's an author. He's a political philosopher. Is that a such thing? A political philosopher? Very, very left. Almost to the point of like, I think he might have been supporting Bernie, like democratic socialist. But here, let's let Wikipedia tell it because they might do a better job than me.
I'm all about it. Should we ask Google while you're waiting?
No, I got it. Cornel Ronald West is an American philosopher, political activist, social critic, author, and public intellectual. Wow. I didn't know you could be a public
intellectual.
Yeah, it's nice.
Does he get paid to do that?
Oh, yeah, he gets paid. It says he focuses on the role of race, gender, and class in American society and the means by which people act and react to their radical conditionedness. A radical Democrat and democratic socialist, West draws intellectual contributions from multiple traditions, including Christianity, the Black Church, Marxism, neo-pragmatism, and transcendentalism. Among his most influential books are Race Matters and Democracy Matters. Yada, yada, yada.
I've heard of Race Matters. I've heard of that book. As much as I, and I'm sure everybody watching, loves hearing facts read off of Wikipedia, I think we got the basics.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Is he better than the entire West Coast?
No.
Give me a horn. No, these are getting better and better and better.
You have to be able to beat the sound that goes before you at least, or else, it ain't no fun. You know what I'm saying?
All right. The entire West Coast of the United States will now go face to face with the Dread Pirate Roberts. His name is Wesley. It's the lead character from The Princess Bride.
Now, are we
who wins in a fight? Let's start here. Who wins in a fight? The West Coast of the United States or the Dread Pirate Roberts?
That depends. Does the Dread Pirate Roberts get to bring Andre the Giant with him?
I think so. I think we have to assume it's affiliate. Well, Andre the Giant now or Andre the Giant then? Because Andre the Giant now has been dead for a very long time.
Right. No, not the corpse of Andre the Giant.
That's
No,
assumed just like it was in the movie, right?
that'd be bad. Yes, pretty much. Yeah. No,
I'd say he has Andre the Giant. I'd say he has Inigo Montoya. He has Buttercup, Princess Buttercup, and she kicked ass.
Yeah. No, this is good. Now, are we asking if they can beat the entire West Coast in general? Like out-rap the West Coast?
Like who would win in a fight?
Between the entire West Coast and Wesley?
Yeah, and Wesley the pirate.
And the Merry Men. And lady, you know what I'm saying? Stay woke.
Hello, lady. Hello,
the
lady.
West Coast. Yeah. I mean, I think in a fight, the West Coast might have it. You know?
I disagree. Because I think what he's going to do is I think he gets a big wheelbarrow and a cloak, a Holocaust cloak. And he wheels on and he lights Andre the Giant on fire, and the entire West Coast just disappears. Because they're so scared.
I'll allow it. Okay, so in your scenario again, explain it one more time. Wesley is putting the entire West Coast in a wheelbarrow.
No, he's putting Andre the Giant in a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Holocaust cloak, and they're going to light him on fire, and they're going to say, I come for your souls. And then they're all going to be scared, and they're just going to run off. The same way that's how he got into the castle. You don't remember these things?
The entire West Coast is running away?
The entire West Coast is going to run off, just like all the guards of the castle did. That's how they got into the castle.
Right into the ocean.
Right into the ocean? No, they run east to where the ugly people are. That's what happens. And not only that, I have another argument as to why I think that
I don't know how you can beat that.
The West Coast. Because what is the West Coast all about?
Being the best. Sunshine.
It's more about
silicone.
See, now you're more on the right track. It's more about appearances and silicone, right. Money and things. You know what Wesley's about? True love.
Oh,
true love.
That's beautiful. And we haven't talked about the ugliness of the West Coast. You know, there's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of homeless people from all across America coming here.
No, but they come here because it's nice weather for homeless people.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot. It's an epidemic.
It's a homeless destination, though. You can't count that.
You can. If you're talking about the West Coast, you can count that.
But they were homeless elsewhere, and they came here to be homeless. That's
and
not.
Now they're here.
They came there. I'm not here anymore.
Okay, fine. They're not going to Walla Walla, Washington, but your homeless people are coming to us too. And
we actually have a great homeless program. There's actually a couple fundraisers next week that I may be attending. That they have like job training programs, and they give free meals every day of the week. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but you just said you don't have any homeless people there, so like really, you're patting yourself on the back. And you got like 6 homeless people.
No, we got homeless people. I'm not patting anybody on the back. I'm saying you can't. I'm saying you can't talk about you can't talk about like Southern California homeless people, because homeless people from all over the country go to Southern California, and so it increases the number of homeless people.
It's a pilgrimage, so they can live in a tent in downtown LA.
Exactly, or along the river in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Or in Venice Beach.
I'm just saying, Wesley, man. West Coast is strong. It's the greatest West of all time. But we have a bias, and we're discounting all the bad. And I think we have one of the highest concentrations of hate groups out here, like in Orange County and around here. There's a lot of hate groups. There's a lot of bad things that can be mentioned in the West Coast.
If you count Idaho, does Idaho count as West Coast? It's pretty West Coast.
No.
It's not on the coast.
It's not the West Coast.
It's the Western United States. Yeah. Idaho has a lot of hate groups. And I'm not too far from Idaho. I'm just saying.
No, I went to Boise once, and I ate at
Boise doesn't count. Boise's a nice city. The rest of Idaho? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm with you, though. Wesley, the Dread Pirate Robert. Moving on.
Good. I'm glad I won this one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you for that racist sound. No, that's perfectly fine, because Wesley moves on. Wesley moves on. We're coming to the short end of the list here. We're coming to the short end of the list because Wesley is going to face off with Kanye.
Wow.
Wesley and Kanye West, the gay fish himself.
Oh, I think he's probably known for more than just being the gay.
I know. The only way I know him is from his episode of South Park where he thought he was a gay. People told him he was a gay fish, and he didn't agree.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but he's also a producer. He makes excellent music.
He produces, like, he's a movie producer, or you said music?
Yeah. Did you know it? He makes excellent in the hip hop genre. He makes excellent music.
Now, does he use his own voice, or does he modulate his voice to sound different?
Through some type of auto tunage device.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So he's a big old faker.
Person, and he's
a big old faker.
Huh?
He's a big old faker. Isn't he the one that got on stage with T. Sweezy and took her award away from her?
Swizzle.
Yeah, T. Sweezy.
And said that, I'll let you talk in a second, but Beyonce had the greatest album of all time.
Mm-hmm. And didn't he marry Kim Kardashian and then name their son North?
Yeah. So I wonder if the middle name is By North. If the name is North and the middle name is By North West.
Oh, North by Northwest?
That'd be good. Then he would win. But I don't think he even went that far.
Oh, you know what else didn't make the list? South by Southwest, the festival.
South by Southwest, the airplane.
Exactly. Southwest Airlines did not make the list.
Southwest Airlines did not make the list. No. Yeah, it's true.
Even though they're like the only profitable airplane company.
I'd rather have a Western bacon cheeseburger than go to that festival or ride that plane.
Yeah. What if you take Southwest Airlines to the South by Southwest Festival?
While I'm eating Western bacon cheeseburgers?
While I'm eating Western bacon cheeseburger. And what if at that festival is performing Kanye West?
Wow. Western bacon cheeseburger is that Matthew McConaughey just like doing his spoken word. I talk about onion ring, barbecue sauce, and cheddar cheese.
What?
Onion ring.
First of all, why do you say like Billy Bob Thornton in that movie?
I'm mumbling because I'm being Matthew McConaughey singing about Western bacon cheeseburgers. Here, hold on, let me get a little closer.
He's a little more like Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade.
No, it goes like this. Onion rings, sesame seed bun, barbecue sauce, cheddar cheese, onion, and big orange cheese. How about that?
I got to lean forward because I got to ask you a serious question. Leave me in here. You ready? Is that your Matthew McConaughey impression?
Yeah, you like it?
No, it's not very good.
Oh.
Try doing it. Try to say all right 3 times.
All right.
Now do it with the southern drawl.
All right, y'all.
That's it. That's the Matthew McConaughey impression, sir.
I appreciate it. See?
Yes.
This is what works well for you.
Anytime you want to, because we always need that key when we're going to do something like that. So think that in your think exactly like you. What? Do it again.
All right, y'all.
There you go. Now use that as your impression. Use that as the basis, and build from there.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm also
goes for everybody watching. That's a great way to do Matthew McConaughey. Do exactly like Realize or whatever you just did.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, I think that sufficiently got us off of talking about Kanye West. I don't think anybody here believes that Kanye West is better than Wesley from Princess Bride, right?
I like the music. I like Kanye West music, but we're not saying Kanye West music. We're saying Kanye West the person versus Wesley the Dread Pirate Robert. And to me, there's no contest. Wesley never stole stage time from a teenage girl trying to win an award.
That's true. It's true. But you know what? They both do it for true love.
Kanye West?
Yeah. So Kanye West and Wesley. They both do everything for true love. That's all they had in their heart.
Kanye West does it for the booty. The money and the booty.
So does Wesley, I think, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So what do you want? I'll let you decide. Go.
It's Wesley. It's not even close. I already crossed off.
Why wasting my time?
I already crossed off
Why
Kanye.
waste time of the perps too? You know, it's not right. It's not right to think to do.
What?
Sometimes you waste the perps' time, and it's not right. And you need to think about that, and you need to stop it, and you need to focus on the important things, like Western Big Burgers and Matthew McConaughey impressions.
Can I tell you something? I don't want them to hear though. Lean forward. I don't want them to hear. I don't care about their time.
Whew.
Yeah, I don't.
That was rude.
Yeah.
I care about you. I love you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. I needed that today, so thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Wesley, the Dread Pirate Roberts. Oh, we only got a couple more. The Dread Pirate Roberts goes up against Adam West. Now I gotta tell you, where I live is the hometown of Adam West.
Wow.
Just last week was Adam West Day.
Is he dead?
Yes, he died last year, I think, 2 years ago. He died recently. It would have been like his 90th birthday. Adam West was the original.
We have a moment of silence?
And you want a moment of silence for his death a few years ago? All right.
I feel bad now. I feel like we just threw that dead fish out there and just running over his memory.
From gay fish to dead fish. That's a.
Yeah. All right.
How long do you want the silence? How long do you want the silence to go?
Like 3 seconds. Ready?
Oh, wait, did you do the Kanye sound?
What's the Kanye sound? Oh, no, you got to do the winner sound. And it was Wesley.
How does that Love Light song go? Let your love lock down. Oh, don't let your love lock down. Oh, don't let your love lock down. Oh, don't let your love lock down. All right, that's the sound.
This is great content.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Look, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Look, how easy was that? Like that could have been like a top 40 hit.
What are you doing?
I'm just sitting in a non-finished office in Washington. Like there's that's how you come up with top 40. Like it's so easy. Kanye has, anybody could do it. That's my point.
Look, we're already on Wesley. I'm just saying, give Wesley the props he deserves with a winner's sound.
That was what it was.
Oh, it was a love light.
That was it.
I didn't realize. I didn't know what we were doing. I just thought we were having fun.
Oh my goodness, that's the sound. That was the winner's sound.
It's my mistake. I apologize.
All right, Adam West, Batman, the original Batman. I just watched a documentary on him on Adam West Day. It was fantastic. All about his entire life. His wife was there. His wife was in attendance. She was sitting down the row from me. I was sitting next to his niece, who'd been drinking wine all day. Let's say that.
Do you guys drink a lot of wine in the Pacific Northwest?
Oh, well, I live in wine country, Columbia Valley wine country. It's a lot of fantastic reds come out of this area.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's great wine area.
Now, when you say a lot of reds, do you mean Native Americans?
Yep.
All right. So
exactly what I mean.
All right. So Adam West Day. Go on.
No, it's just Adam West. That's all. It's just Adam. I said I saw the documentary. It's fantastic. Did you know?
His niece or whatever.
Well, no, that's what I said. I said she was sitting next to me. That's all. I'm just saying most of his family was in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Ralph Garman was there to have a panel discussion because he was a big Adam West fan.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's the guy from
Enthusiasm,
right?
Huh?
Garland's the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm, right?
No, Ralph Garman. He was Kevin and Bean show. He does a podcast with Kevin Smith, Hollywood Babylon.
Nobody cares about him.
Well, he's on Family Guy. Does a bunch of voices on Family Guy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And nobody cares. Okay, well, all right, let's see. So Adam West was the first Batman. Adam West is a real person. What happened?
I said the Batcopter was there and Batmobile.
Those are all awesome. The real ones from the show, that's great. Adam West is cool. And even beyond just being Batman, he did that voice on Family Guy, the Mayor.
Mayor Adam West. But not only that, did you know that where he started, he got a contract with like ABC or NBC, one of the studios or something. And, back then they put you on contract and then they just put you on all the shows. You know what he did? Because he grew up in Walla Walla, Washington, riding horses, doing all those things. He was in a lot of Westerns.
Is that right?
A lot of Westerns because he could ride a horse.
Shout out to horses. Okay. Adam West, what besides being Batman though? I mean, that's enough, man. He was fucking Batman.
Well, yeah, and here's the question. Here's really what it comes down to. You want to get down to brass tacks here?
I do want to get down to brass tacks.
Know what this is about? What it comes down to? What this whole thing has all been about? Who wins in a fight? Batman or Dread Pirate Roberts?
Oh, Batman.
Who wins?
Batman. I'm going Batman all day. Old Batman doing the what? You see?
He's got the pursuit.
60s Batman is fun. That show is corny as hell. Can I tell you something else? I used to like it as a kid. It was almost like a cartoon, but it was a live action. It was so colorful. It's like hardcore drug abuse.
Oh, I used to watch it every day after school.
Dude, it was fun. And I'll tell you a sidebar. This is about the Joker, but you can't talk about Batman without talking about the Joker. The 4 incarnations of the Joker. You had the original Joker. Do you remember the guy's name?
Oh, Frank Gorshin. Sorry.
Is that his name?
No, Frank Gorshin was the Riddler. Yeah, Cesar Romero was the Joker.
Frank Ocean, the singer?
No, Gorshin. He was the Riddler though. No, the Joker with the painted face. Yeah, that was.
And he had a mustache. He just painted over. He was like a Latino guy. Anyways,
Cesar Romero. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Thank you.
I think that's right. Okay, so you got that Joker. You got Jack Nicholson in the Batman, Michael Keaton version, right? The Tim Burton version. You got the.
Well, I guess it was the original movie because they had a movie back in the 60s.
Well, what? Okay, fair enough. And then what's Heath Ledger in the Christian Bale version? Mm-hmm. And then this most recent one. What's the guy's name?
Was there a new one?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
What's the new? Oh God, man, people are probably commenting. Let me see. I'm seeing some comments.
Who's the new? They did another Batman after Christian Bale one?
Yeah, dude. It's the one where it's like he's all tatted up on his face and stuff.
What? Batman has face tattoos?
Yep. There's something going on with my camera there.
I think we lost connection.
No, I'm back.
Oh.
I'm back. I see you.
That was creepy. That was creepy.
Sorry, man. There's something going on here, but forget about that. That never happened. Just keep it moving.
So alone. I'm up here in the Northwest, and I'm in my empty ass office, and
okay, look. What's the guy's name? Listen, the guy he was that's not Maroon 5. I don't care what the fucking guy's
Adam Levine.
No, but okay. Regardless, this most recent Joker, the 4 incarnations of the Joker represent LSD in the 60s version of the Joker. The Jack Nicholson one is cocaine. Like he's supposed to be like coked out and the way his behavior is erratic. The one who Heath Ledger is supposed to be like a heroin Joker. Like he's all like, and then the most recent one is supposed to represent tweakers, like a tweaked out Joker.
Now, why do you say Cesar Romero was on LSD?
No, not on LSD, man. I'm just saying the way they portrayed like a crazy person, like a Joker is all nuts. Back then, it's like whatever drugs were big in the time. So if Batman was like this, like straight edge kind of dark, brooding square,
it's a very interesting theory.
I mean, if the internet said it, it has to be true.
You told me I couldn't rely on the internet earlier because it said that Westworld was bad.
Yeah, but I said that later, and this is what I'm saying now.
You said
I said it earlier, but I said later now in reference to earlier. So just know what I mean when I say the wrong thing.
I don't know what you're saying. Hit me with the Matthew McConaughey impression.
All right, y'all.
Very good. That's it. I think we're going down a weird road.
This is like I hate this road. So Jared Leto, thank you.
No, Jared Leto. No. We're not talking about Jared Leto. We're talking about Adam West.
Okay, but I'm just saying, someone just gave us the answer. And thank goodness, it's Jared Leto who's.
What do I care about Jared Leto?
Well,
he was the new Joker. He was the new Joker.
The new one, right? And now there's like making a Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Where did this Batman come from?
Is Joaquin Phoenix dead?
I don't know. No, that was River Phoenix. What happened to where did this Batman come from?
Which Batman?
I don't know. Who's Batman? You said Jared Leto Batman.
No. This one?
Yeah,
it's fucking Ben Affleck, dude.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
And the Joker is in that what's the stupid ass movie? It was really bad with all the bad Suicide Squad. That's what he was in.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
I didn't see those.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Okay.
So we can all agree Adam West was the best Batman, right?
Dude, I mean,
he was the best. Second best Batman.
The original.
Is it Michael?
The original.
No, and he was the best. I mean, he was by far.
For the sake of keeping the show moving, he was the original.
He was the original. But
how about that?
Oh, that's it? Oh,
how about
he did the sound. All right, he did the sound. Oh.
Yeah, you like that?
All right. You did the sound. You did the sound. Well, that brings us head to head then for the final. This is the final.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I like Zack Snyder.
What are you?
Someone's mentioning that Zack Snyder directed what?
I didn't direct shit.
Not Suicide Squad.
I didn't direct anything.
No, I think he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about.
Did they not know my last name? Isn't my last name like on the bottom, like right down here? Isn't my last name right here? Can't they spell my last name? Right here.
Okay, hold on. Here, there you go. You feel better?
That's my last name. No, because they think my last name is Snyder.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what do we got? Adam West versus who?
This is the final.
Is this the final? We're already there?
We're already there. Are we on the Tech 45 still? How long have we been doing this?
I don't know.
Do we even have a time?
We like our podcast like we like our women.
Like a Tech 45. That's what we like. All right. Oh no. We're to lose 56 at this point.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
I'll take a loose 56. Sometimes.
That's how we like our women at 2 a.m.
I mean, I feel like we're all going down that
finalist?
You tell me.
Final. Adam West, the original Batman, goes up against Jerry West. The logo.
Wow.
The logo versus the Batman. Now, here's the thing. Both of them were actually big in the 60s. That's fun.
Huh.
So, yeah. So, it's kind of like a battle.
Kind of fat now, so he's big now, too.
Who?
Jerry West.
That's right. And actually, so is Adam West. He had a huge career resurgence in the 90s and 2000s. And he became big again, too.
Mr. Logo. Where's Jerry West now? Is he like the GM for the Clippers?
He went to Memphis for a while, and then he went. Oh, he's with the Clippers, isn't he?
Yes, I think he's a GM on the Clippers.
He's a GM for the Clippers. He went to Memphis and helped them for a bit. And now he's back in LA with the Clippers.
That really kind of takes him down a peg for me. Why do you go to the Clippers? It's got to be for the money, right?
Well, yeah, and probably the ability to help a team and do his job. Isn't that his job?
To do what? To build the team? He's responsible for building the Warriors, man. He pretty much put that Golden State Warrior team together. I think he was the one making the picks and all that. So they got all those guys out of the draft. Who would have thought Steph Curry would have become what he's become? Who would have thought Klay Thompson?
Del Curry thought so.
I mean, he just splurted him out. I don't think he knew.
I remember when he was still known as Stephen Curry.
No one ever knows.
That's how old I am.
Definitely. No.
That's how old I am. He was Stephen Curry because I thought he was Stephen Curry.
Well, that's your fault. That's your fault.
No, that was his name.
Is it Stephen? He's Stephen?
Like Stefan or Kel.
Like Stephanie, but masculine.
But like Stefan or Kel. Like his name is actually Steve, but he pronounced it Stefan. Yeah.
Oh, Stephen Diggs, right?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, that's his nickname is Stefan Diggs.
That's good. Okay. So we got the original Batman versus Mr. Logo.
Dude, the logo versus the Batman.
Huh?
The logo versus the Batman.
Yeah.
Well, break it down. What are your thoughts on Jerry West?
Jerry West is a for sure Hall of Famer. Is he already in? He might already be in.
He stopped playing like 60 years ago. Right?
So they just put you in like right after? I mean, if you're the logo for the league, you're probably in the Hall of Fame, right?
They don't wait 60 years to put logos in.
Okay, well, I don't know these things, man. That's why I'm asking you.
Clearly.
All right. So I know Adam West went to the dentist once, and the dentist like etched or glued permanently a Batman signal onto one of his teeth.
Wait, what?
Dude, look this up. A dentist, Adam West told the story. He goes to the dentist. They put him under for whatever he has done. He wakes up, and the dentist is like, "Hey man, just so you know, I put a bat signal or a bat logo right on your molar." And Adam West is like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, there you go. Congratulations." So that's pretty cool. If you're
and he congratulated him on it after.
Yeah, like he didn't, and he rolled with it. He could have sued him. He could have punched a dentist in the face. But you know what Adam West said? You're damn right. You got damn right.
It doesn't sound like something Adam West would say.
Hey, I don't mind that you put a bat symbol on my tooth. Is that any better?
Is that your Adam West impression?
I'm not very good at impressions.
No. Listen. No, I want to tell you this. You need to hear this. That was the best impression I've ever heard in my life. Hands down. Like, you know, Frank Caliendo has John Madden. You know, you have Adam West. So I mean, you know,
it's a gift.
Yeah. You know what, dude? Take that to SNL.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll consider it. I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, you know, just create a little bit out of it. You know, get a reel going, sizzle reel, and you know,
all of Adam West.
Yeah, get it out there, dude. If you throw that with your Matthew McConaughey, hit me with some Matthew McConaughey.
Hit you with it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Dude. Put that with the Adam West. In fact, maybe just slice up this video. Just slice it. Put those things together, dude.
Right? Here for the people that didn't hear it earlier. Here's more Matthew McConaughey for you. A piece of bacon, barbecue sauce, some cheddar cheese, a pickle, and an onion. Drinking it up, and I don't know why you're drinking it up. I think you threw up the Western bacon cheeseburger. Western.
Drinking up the onion.
Yeah. All right, and then you go. I'm Matthew McConaughey. Pretty good. I'm driving
barbecue sauce. Yeah, the Lincoln. Do the Lincoln part. Yeah.
I've been doing it this whole time.
No, that was the Western bacon cheeseburger. Now do the Lincoln.
All the same, man. It's all one impression. All of it together, mix it in a cup. Suck it down, throw it back.
Now imagine that she's white.
Do you have an Adam West impression?
That was it. Now imagine that she's white.
Got it. Okay, so what are we doing, man? Adam West or Jerry West? You got an argument?
It's really tough. Look, I'm biased because I'm here in the hometown of Adam West. I grew up with the Batman. I'm gonna leave it to you. We're both Laker fans here.
That's all. You read my mind. Jerry West chose to go from the Lakers to the Clippers. He went from the Lakers, and I know he had like beef with Phil Jackson, who I'm sure was really hard to get along with, and they're both alphas, and it's just hard to deal with strong personality.
Been for decades.
I'm very easy.
For decades. It doesn't matter. But here's the thing: Jerry West, when he was playing, it was in the '60s when people weren't like really basketball players. Like basketball was just
all white. You can say it. You can say it.
That too. Bill Russell was like the one black player, and he was killing everybody. Well,
he was the one tall guy too. The one tall guy. Bill Russell. There can be only one, and they brought one in. And he scored 100 points in a game.
Yeah, so, Bill Russell was only 6'9", but also back then, like watch the games. They don't dribble with their left hand. Like if they're right-handed, they dribble with the right hand, and then they turn around. And they're still dribbling with the right hand.
Are you saying no one in early NBA dribbles with their left hand?
It's like this. They come dribble with the right hand, and then they turn around. They still dribble with the right hand. That's how they played basketball in the 1960s. I think that's I don't care. I don't care if he goes to Boston Celtics and becomes their GM. That to me
that's why he's the logo.
Against Jerry West.
Maybe Jerry West had a left, and that's why he became the logo. They're like, this guy. Have you seen this guy? He can dribble the right and the left.
I got to look up the logo. Does he have the ball in his right or left hand?
He might be a lefty, and that might be the whole reason he's a logo.
Oh
my thing is this:
NBA logo.
why the hell isn't Jordan like a Jumpman symbol of the NBA logo right now? Why they need to mix it up, man. There's no reason.
Wait, hang on a second.
It captured the essence of the game.
I look at the logo. Jerry West, it's like a guy dunking.
A lifelong basketball.
No, that's I don't know what that is.
What is
That's
that?
Shaq. That's Shaq dunking, and that's not the
That's what
logo.
Google told me the NBA logo was. This is Jerry West.
You got
a guy
some
dunking.
bootleg. You got some bootleg Google. That's not Google. You got like
What is it?
this motherfucker.
Did they change the logo?
I hope so. Is it Shaq dunking?
Oh,
Is it so? The NBA is.
The ball's in his left hand.
That's why he's the logo. He was the one.
shit.
He was the one lefty. You know, Adam West is Batman, dude. Why are we playing this game?
You're right. Adam West is Batman. He's the greatest West of all time, and he wins. Ready?
Am I supposed to stand up? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
No. You're not wearing pants. No. You're not wearing pants. You stay seated. Otherwise, we gotta up the rating on this thing.
I have pants.
Oh well, that's it. This is where I would normally play some Naughty by Nature. We don't have any Naughty by Nature. Do you want to sing some Feel Me Flow? Do you want to rap some Feel Me Flow?
You're supposed to talk over it, you dick.
Our audio doesn't work that way.
Oh, so I just did that just for shits and giggles?
Not on video. Yeah, it doesn't work. Well, thank you for tuning into the Perpendicular Mouths, except we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here because this is a twofer, because we work 6 to 9.
Get
6
it?
to 9.
Nice. Nice time. Hashtag nice time.
This is what Realize calls it nice time.
Get it?
So,
But let's be real. Let's be real. We're never going to go till 9. Like, we used to do a type 45. The longest we're going to end up going to is like 8. 6 to 8 tops. But we used 6 to 9 because that's the branding, man.
But back, yeah. You know what people of our age really enjoy is sophomoric sex jokes.
Oh, dude,
I think that's
don't knock me. Try it.
Now here's the thing. We just kind of got to move into it. I don't know what else to do.
So hold on. So you already said we're going to say winner. Keep talking. What's wrong with
Adam.
you? I don't know how to do like this.
He was the first one we wrote down too. That's probably an indication that he was going to win, right?
I mean, I didn't know he beat the West Coast, man. That's pretty.
Well, actually, the Dread Pirate Roberts beat the West Coast.
He beat the NBA Western Conference.
Yeah, but Westeros beat the NBA Western Conference.
All right, I'm just saying. Kanye West never stood a chance.
Now, would Batman, would he like win in the world of Game of Thrones?
Yes. All right. So
now, is it because he's so rich he could just buy them all?
I don't know. What's our timestamp at right now? You got any idea?
Well, we started at 6 o'clock on the dot, right?
Okay, so we're at like 7:08. This is good to know. So let's